to West Coast Jazz. I'm your host, Von Norberg, a.k.a. The Jazz Man, and with my co-host, the lovely, the only, Cher Dial.
Hello, good evening, good morning, and good afternoon. I think we'll cover it all since we are really seen worldwide due to our website, Jazz with Vaughn.
Correct. And
Yeah.
we're also located in, 14 cities, Richard. 9 on the north side. And
Yep.
that's with CCX.
CCX Create,
Okay.
That's
And
right.
5 more on the south side of the cities.
Southwest Community Television.
Oh, you did a great job.
Oh, God, we have an exciting show tonight. We have Women of Jazz, and we are just going to go across the gamut from the 40s all the way up to the 90s.
Yes, we are. A lot of people have asked, first of all, a lot of people have asked for when you're going to feature like women, and when you're going to feature men, and when you're going to feature horns, and we're going to do it all. And tonight's show, whenever you tune in, is Women of Jazz, and we're going to start off with Billie Holiday. And Cher, you got some information to share?
Yeah, I do. Billie Holiday, throughout, they say the 30s and 40s, she had like mainstream success. But by the 40s, she had a lot of legal troubles. She had drug abuse. She was actually in prison for a while. But after that, she did a sold-out show at Carnegie Hall, and she revived her career. And she did, obviously, unbelievable after that. And then, unfortunately, she died in the 50s at age 44.
Yeah,
Which is
I think
unbelievable.
that was mostly caused by the drugs. If you ever get a chance, see the movie Lady Sings the Blues. I believe that was starred by Diana Ross.
Right.
And you'll get a perfect outline of who Billie was. But let's hear a song by Billie.
All right, here we go with Stormy Weather on West Coast Jazz.
Together keeps raining all the time. Life is bare, gloom and misery everywhere, stormy weather. Just can't get my poor self together. I'm weary all the time, so weary all the time. When he went away, the blues walked in and met me. If he stays away, old rocking chair will get me. All I do is pray the Lord above will let me walk in the sun once more. Can't go on, everything I had is gone. Stormy weather, since my man and I ain't together. Keeps raining all the time. Keeps raining all the time. When he went away, the blues walked in and met me. If he stays away, old rocking chair will get me. All I do is pray the Lord above will let me walk since my man and I ain't together. Keeps raining all the time. Keeps raining all the time.
Okay, that was Billie Holiday. I believe that was at Carnegie Hall. And I think we mentioned quite a bit about her. Women of Jazz, what we're doing tonight, whenever you watch us, is we're going back in time to some of the greats, both men and women, and in other instrumentals, and then bringing you forward. Because a lot of people have asked me, well, you know, what's the now generation doing about jazz? Who's on top? Who's carrying it forward? And so we will do that during our shows. And I believe our next artist up is Ella Fitzgerald. Is that right?
That is right. Before we go to Ella, I wanted to mention, too, that if they go to any of our audience members, go to our website, jazzwithvaughn.com, they can ask us a question that they might want us to answer on a next show. And they can get all kinds of jazz information. And if they want to be a guest on our show also, they can do that. So I just wanted to throw that in. Oh, yes, and of course we have our cups here, our West Coast Jazz cups, courtesy of TC
If you're a guest,
Graphics.
if you're a guest, you will get one of these.
Yes, exactly.
And please do send in your request. We're not going to be able to get to every artist in the world of jazz, just way too many, more than I can live out my lifetime with. But if you have a favorite and we're not featuring that person on our show, as Miss Carmen McRae used to say, if I don't know what it is, I will personally experience it for you.
Nice.
Well, anyway, we will personally look up through Cher, our research artist here, and and dig up some information and then approve it for the show. So with that, let's talk about Ella.
Ella, oh my gosh. Okay, so here are some fun facts about Ella. Did you know that she was the first African American woman to win multiple Grammy Awards? And I can believe that. Also, she became one of the first stars to perform during the Super Bowl halftime.
Did not know that.
No, interesting fact. She was once a runner for the local Gamblers.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And her first on-stage performance was at the Apollo during amateur night.
I remember the Apollo. That goes way back.
Yeah, so here we are on West Coast Jazz with Ella Fitzgerald, and I get a kick out of you.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
My story is much too sad to be told, but practically everything leaves me totally cold.
That's pretty.
How about that guitar work?
Exception I know is the case when I'm out on a quiet spree, fighting vainly the old ennui, and I suddenly turn and see your fabulous face. I get no kick from champagne. Mere alcohol doesn't thrill me at all. So tell me, why should it be true that I get a kick out sure that if I took even one sniff, that would bore me terrifically too. But I get a kick out of you. I get a kick every time I see you're standing there before me. I get a kick, though it's clear to me you obviously don't adore.
Okay, that was Ella Fitzgerald. For the live, I got to remember what we're doing here. We're podcasting, we're recording, we're on Facebook Live. That entire song will be played on our show. And I just, because of timing, we want to move forward. So we apologize for that, for the live show audience.
You're going to screw this all up. You're going to have to stop the music.
I tried to get it to stop.
I hear it.
Oh, I thought you wanted to.
No, you got to stop it. I can't edit this. Okay, now introduce. Tell from the beginning. The song just ended.
Okay, that was Ella Fitzgerald. I get a kick out of you. And for our live audience, you can see the difficulties in providing a show live, but we're going to get through it. And just so you know, that song will be featured in its entirety once it goes through editing, and it comes out on cable, and it gets to our website. I think all of those will be within 4 or 5 days of today. So I just let the audience know that. And who's up next, Cher?
Okay, next we have Etta James with I'd Rather Go Blind. Now, she had a very interesting life also. You know, I noticed, Vaughn, I don't know about you, but a lot of jazz artists had very tumultuous lives for some reason. Did you know that? You know what I'm saying? I mean, they all do.
I can relate to that very specifically. My father, who I mentioned on several shows, Krall Norberg, started out with Glenn Miller and the big bands. And unfortunately, and I don't know what spurred it on, I know many, many people that know my family, and they were, especially back in World War II days, you know, alcohol was prevalent. And so you talk about Billie Holiday and people that are jazz artists got into alcohol and eventually got into cocaine and other drugs. And I've talked to a lot of artists, and if you follow their stories, all of the greats, John Coltrane, Miles Davis,
Right.
you know, on and on and on, they've all lived that experience. And two things come out of that experience. Heartbreak, which is the basis of the blues. So if you're down and out and you have a heartbreak, you break up, you lose somebody, you go into the dumpster, so to speak, you have that grit about you that allows you not only to write music, beautiful music, but also to play it. A lot of people, we're going to be featuring some artists coming up in later shows that, like you said, with Billie Holiday, was actually in jail. And Art Pepper, who we're going to feature down the road, he went to jail and lost his job, and he only had 2 LPs, I believe, in his entire life. And when he got out of jail, he came out with the most beautiful songs that you'll ever hear. In fact, that was the basis for Harry Bosch. If you've ever watched the Harry Bosch series, Art Pepper's featured there. So, yes,
Yeah, interesting.
a lot of the artists grew up like that. My father was an alcoholic. I don't mind sharing. And I grew up in an alcoholic family. My mother was also. but he would be in the living room playing the drums and the piano and working with Count Basie and other artists, and they would create a lot of the music you hear back then. And I'm not too sure about now. We'll have to get an artist on the show
Yeah, right.
that tells us what inspired them to get into jazz. So with that,
Yes, we have Etta James with I'd Rather Go Blind. And believe it or not, her mother was 14 when she had her.
wow.
Yeah, her mother
There you
was
go.
14 when she had Etta James, right? So another turbulent life Etta James had. But again,
If you want to talk about soul, this song will get you.
yep. Etta James with I'd Rather Go Blind on West Coast Jazz.
Something told me it was over. Yeah. When I saw you and her talking, something deep down in my soul said, "Cry, girl." When I saw you and that girl walking now, ooh, I would rather go blind, boy, than to see you walk away from me, child. Ooh. So you see, I love you so much that I don't wanna watch you leave me, babe. Most of all, I just don't wanna be free, no. Ooh, ooh. I was just sitting there thinking of your kiss and your warm embrace, yeah. When the reflection in the glass that I held to my lips now, babe, revealed the tears that was on my face, yeah. Ooh, and baby, I'd rather be blind, boy, than to see you walk away from me, yeah. Ooh, baby, I'd rather be blind.
Okay, that was Etta James. I'd rather go blind. We were talking about soul and grit and basically the blues. I believe, in my opinion, Etta James is the queen of the blues. That song was about if she caught her husband or significant other with another woman, she'd rather go blind than to see that happening. And it's gut-wrenching. Don't drink alcohol when listening to that song.
Right.
Okay, what do we got up next?
Well, now we are fast forwarding to the 90s
Okay.
with Nora Jones. And she is actually Ravi Shankar's daughter. And people may know Ravi Shankar from the Beatles fame. Remember when they went to India?
Yes?
And they all got into that music. And that is her father, actually.
Did not know that.
Really?
But there again, with Nora, she's a current artist that somehow, we'll have to research that even further, went way back and got the roots from the people that we just heard,
Yeah,
the Billie Holiday and Etta James and that, and brought that music forward and thank the Lord that she did. I was going to mention that today, and this is 2024, the majority of the jazz from the 40s through the 80s is mostly played in Europe. We will be featuring a German band in a future show, and the Orient. The Japanese actually came in, a lot of people don't know this, and bought the playbooks from Warner Brothers and MGM Studios, who owned a lot of the original songs. And when our big bands and jazz was dying off in America, they picked it up. They loved that music, and they're carrying it forward. So it's great to see artists like Nora Jones and some of the others we will be featuring bring it back to the U.S. So with that,
Definitely. And by the way, she has actually won 9 Grammys, and she is going to start doing some shows. So if you happen to be in Napa Valley, California, on May 26th, she will be doing a show there. And it would be great to catch her if you can, because she doesn't do that many.
well, let's fly out there because
Yeah.
that's great wine country.
I know, right?
You know, how can you go wrong?
Exactly. So here's Nora Jones with Don't Know Why on West Coast Jazz.
I waited till I saw the sun. I don't know why I didn't come. I left you by the house of fun. I don't know why I didn't come. I don't know why I didn't come. When I saw the break of day, I wish that I could fly away. Instead of kneeling in the sand, catching teardrops in my hands. My heart is drenched in wine, but you'll be on my mind forever. Out across the endless sea, I would die in ecstasy, but I'll be a bag of bones driving down the road alone. My heart is drenched in wine, but you'll be on my mind forever. Something has to make you run. I don't know why I didn't come. I feel as empty as a drum. I don't know why I didn't come. I don't know why I didn't come. I don't know why I didn't come.
Okay, that was Nora Jones. Don't know why. And like I said, I'm very happy that a young artist and I know she's not, like 18 young,
No.
but younger than Diana Washington and Ella Fitzgerald and Billie Holiday, and carrying our music forward. And we're going to feature another young female artist, Diana Krall, next. Do you have anything on her?
Yeah, she's married to actually one of my favorite artists, Elvis Costello.
Oh,
Are you familiar with him?
no.
He sang that song Allison.
Okay.
That was one of my favorite back from the 70s. And she is one of the only jazz singers to have 8 albums debuting at the top of the Billboard jazz charts.
Wow.
Yeah,
8?
8.
8 LPs?
Yep, to
Well, I guess
debut at
she's-
the top of the jazz charts.
I think she's earned her stripes to be on our show.
Definitely. She's won 3 Grammys, 8 Juno Awards, and she has earned 9 gold, 3 platinum, and 7 multi-platinum albums. So she's way up there.
Okay,
Yeah,
and I think
definitely.
this song she's going to do, The Look of Love, everybody has heard this in one genre or another.
Right. And this is Diana Krall with The Look of Love on West Coast Jazz.
The look of love is in your eyes. A look your smile can't disguise. The look of love, it's saying so much more than just words could ever say. And what my heart has heard, well, it takes my breath away. I can hardly wait to hold you, feel my arms around you. How long I have waited just to love you. Now that I have found you, you've got the look of love. It's on your face. A look that time can erase. Be mine tonight. Let this be just the start of so many nights like this. Let's take a lover's vow and then seal it with a kiss. I can't hardly wait to hold you, feel my arms around you. How long I have waited just to love you. Now that I have found you, don't ever go. Don't ever go. I love you so.
All right, and that was Diana Krall on with The Look of Love on West Coast Jazz. And we were talking between the song, and it kind of had a little bit of a Latin jazz feel.
Yes. In fact, one of our upcoming shows is called Latin Jazz.
Right.
So that'll be a lot of fun for the people that enjoy Latin music. And that'll be a great show, too, featuring a lot of people from Brazil and South America and those areas.
Yeah, definitely. Well, our next artist is Carmen McRae with Satin Doll. And I know you have a story about Carmen.
I have to mention a lot about Carmen.
I know. Love your stories.
I met Carmen 2-3 times. Once out in Hollywood, and I met her again at the Hermosa Beach Concerts by the Sea. And then I met her a third time. We did a thing out in Southern California on the beach. And it was a jazz concert. And I got to sit right up next to the stage, and she would talk to me
Really?
in between songs and ask for requests. She knew I was into jazz because of my body language.
Yeah, really.
And I had some favorites that she did. And one of my favorites, not only from the song Satin Doll, but, and I mentioned this before in prior shows, the stand-up bass, who we desperately need more of for you high school, college students that would take a shot at it. One of my sons plays the bass guitar, and I said, could you try the stand-up bass? And he came back and said, Dad, it's too difficult. So I don't know where we're going to find new musicians that'll take up the stand-up bass, but once you get into it, you're going to find out it has a whole different tone. It has a big open space in the middle. You can slap it. You'll hear the wood sound. There's so many things that the stand-up does, and I think it's well featured in this song. So this is Carmen McRae with Satin Doll.
Cigarette holder, which wigs him over her shoulder, she digs him out, cat, that satin doll. He says, baby, shall we go out skipping? Careful, amigo, you are flipping. Speaks Latin, that satin doll. Say she's nobody's fool, so he's playing it cool as can be. Oh, tell him about it, baby. He'll give it a whirl, but he ain't for no girl catching he. Switcheroonie, telephone numbers. Well, you know he's doing his rumbas with Uno and that. Here's satin doll. Joe Pass. your roommate. Telephone numbers, well, you know. He's doing his rumbas with a Uno. And that is satin down. And that, yeah, is satin down. She'll do
That was Carmen McRae, one of my favorites, with Sant Doll. And if you did listen to the stand-up bass, which was featured there, you'll see hear what I meant about the deep richness of that instrument. Okay, I think we're going to have one more, and I don't know if time-wise, if it'll make it on the show. I'll let Richard, our editor, determine that, and that's going to be by Diana Washington.
Yeah, and this is called The Bitter Earth, and I'm really anxious to hear this song again.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm Dinah Washington. Now, she was another inductee into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So it's interesting to hear these jazz women that have been introduced into the Jazz Hall of Fame. I mean, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Well, Dolly Parton was.
That's right. Good old Dolly, right?
Everybody's going everywhere.
Yeah, definitely, and
Well,
I love to see that. So here is, like we said before, Dinah Washington with The Bitter Earth on West Coast Jazz.
This bitter earth, well, what the fruit it bears, what good is love? That no one shares. And if my life is like the dust, ooh, that hides the glow of a rose, what good am I? Heaven only knows. Lord, this bitter earth, yes, can be so cold. Today you're young, too soon you're old. But while a voice within me cries, I'm sure someone may answer my call, and this bitter earth, ooh, may not, oh, be so
Okay. Diana Washington, This Bitter Earth. You like that?
I loved it.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, a lot of these songs, people of the current generation, the 2000s, up to 24, probably never heard of most of these songs.
Right.
So that's why we're here to educate and bring these gems to you. And like I said earlier in the show, if you have a favorite artist from the 40s on up through current with a favorite song, please go to our website at
jazzwithvaughn.com. Or if you'd like to be a guest coming to the studio, we would awesomely love to have you. And so, like I said, go to jazzwithvaughn.com and fill out a form, give us an email, give us a shout, and we would love to hear from you.
Sure, we'll give you a little live performance right here with your favorite instrument or your vocals.
Yep.
And we'll put something together. Don't forget, we are looking for an intern. Should live on the north side of the cities and in the Minneapolis area. Is that right?
Yeah, of course, our main studio is in Brooklyn Park, so surrounding suburbs, we're talking Brooklyn Center, New Hope, Maple Grove, in that area. And this is a joint production with Southwest Community Television, which serves as Minnetonka, Eden Prairie, Dinah, Richfield, and Hopkins.
Okay, well, you got plenty of places to see us. If you got cable, you can go to those shows. In fact, I just found out, somebody asked me, well, what time's your show down in Eden Prairie? And I said, well, we have to go to, was it SW?
Yeah, Southwest Community TV.
And then they'll actually, if you wait long enough, they'll show all the shows coming up and the times that they will air. So that's kind of how I found my own show.
Yeah, really.
All right. Well, we appreciate you joining us tonight.
Definitely appreciate it.
We will be back again shortly in a few weeks. And do you know our next show coming up? No. Well, it's
You
on
gotta
our
talk to Richard here, yeah.
It's on our website.
Oh, the Men of Jazz, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I know, yeah.
our next show is The Men of Jazz.
That's right,
And I know that I've already had a request for Frank Sinatra. I had a request for Michael Bublé. Just to give you some tidbits, but Cher puts that up on our website. So if you can't remember what I'm saying, a lot of people don't, you just go to the website and it'll list the artist and the songs.
Usually just the artists.
Just the artists
Yeah.
that we're going to feature. So you can kind of get ready for that.
And then you can tune in to hear what songs.
Okay, I think we have a swan song finishing up for us.
That's right. Our closing song. And thank you again. And we will see you next time
Goodbye.
on West Coast Jazz.
But I'm leaving anyway, so long. You knew I'd have to leave you, baby, when you treated me this way. Don't cry. And if it's written for us, baby, maybe some old rainy day I'm gone. Perhaps you'll understand the reasons why you're driving me away. Farewell. Then maybe we can be together in the same old crazy way. Take care. So long. Goodbye, my darling. I know I was wrong when I thought that you could return the same love that I have, all for you, dear. But you still didn't care enough to ever try to love me. Why didn't you love me? Why didn't you ever love me? Maybe you'll understand the reasons why you're letting me go when, oh, I love you so. Gave you money, comfort too, loved you only you, dear. But you didn't care a thing about me. All you wanted was to have your fun without me. Oh, my darling, how could you hurt me so? Baby, when all I did was love you. Oh, what a terrible, terrible feeling.
Welcome, Mr. Jazzman.
Hey, thank you,
Great to
Richard.
see you. Find the studio right here in Bloomington?
It was wonderful, easy directions, thanks to you.
Great people here. They help us with our Eden Prairie Lions show. And now we are also involved with West Coast Jazz.
Yes.
And we have a lot of fun with that. So
There you go.
what will we be doing in the future is interviewing people here, because this is a joint production with Southwest Community Television and CCX Create. What's amazing about Southwest Community Television, if you live in Dinah, Eden Prairie, Hopkins, Richfield, or Minnetonka, you can use this facility for free.
Wow.
You just take the classes, and it's all free.
Any jazz musician, that's a nice word for them to hear.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So we use this facility, and because this is a joint production, we use the podcast room in Brooklyn Park.
Okay, I got it.
So that's what, so we take fantastic opportunity to use these facilities. Like I said, they have great staff, great people. So I'm saying if you're a person that wants to get in on the television production work, even West Coast Jazz, whatever your interests are, you help us with our show, we'll help you with your show.
There you go.
That's what it's all about, right?
Well, and I'm here and I'm ready to bring West Coast Jazz to all the viewers.
Let's go into the studio right now.
Hello again. I'm Von Norberg, and I'm the host and producer of West Coast Jazz. We are doing a joint production with Southwest Community Television Studio in Bloomington and CCX Create Studio in Brooklyn Park. Our executive producer, is Richard A. Claddy. If you're in the northern suburbs and you would like to join our group in assisting us with the production of television and podcast, please contact us through our website at www.jazzwithvon.com. That again is www.jazzwithvon.com. Thank you.
And the living is easy. Fish are jumping, and the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich, and your ma is good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing. Then you spread your wings and you take to the sky.
can harm you with Daddy and Mommy standing by. Don't you
I'm sorry, I don't speak your language. Good. Taxamika? Right? Good. Look at me. I'm as helpless as a kitten up a tree. Feel like I'm clinging to a cloud I can't understand. I get misty just holding your hand. Walk my way. And 1,000 violins begin to play. Might be the sound of your hello, that music I hear. I get misty the moment you're near. You can see that you are leading me on, and it's just what I want you to do. Don't you notice how hopelessly I'm lost? That's I'm following you on my own. Would I wander through this wonderland alone? Never knowing my right foot from my left, my hat from my glove. I'm too misty and too much in love. You can see that you're leading me on, and it's just what I want you to do. much in love, we get too misty and too much in
Hello, my name is Von Norberg, and I'm the producer and host of West Coast Jazz. We hope you've been watching our show that's out. You can catch that at 10 locations in the Twin Cities, as well as visit our website at www.jazzwithvon.com, and it'll take you right to our shows and bring you information that you might need. And again, thanks for watching our show.